Have you ever wondered what truly happened to Michael Duarte on the night of his death? Why did the police open fire, and what did they find inside his car that led to such a drastic outcome? These questions have been on everyone's mind ever since news of his death emerged, and while the public initially believed it to be a tragic travel accident, a closer look at the investigation reveals a story far more complex and shocking. Michael Duarte, a popular food influencer known online as FoodWithBearHands, passed away at the age of 34. Initial reports claimed he had been involved in a traffic accident, but recent revelations and fictional investigative elements suggest otherwise. Duarte's death was the result of a police shooting, a fact that has shaken his fans, friends, and family to the core. The circumstances surrounding that night have raised many questions. What did the police see? Why did they feel the need to shoot? And most importantly, was there more going on behind the scenes than anyone knew? On the night of the incident, Duarte was driving home after a late-night shoot for his popular cooking channel. Sources close to him describe him as excited and energetic, preparing for new content that he had been planning for weeks. However, this fictional investigation proposes that there may have been a misunderstanding, or perhaps an intentional setup that led to the tragic outcome. Police reports indicate that Duarte's vehicle was stopped after officers noticed a suspicious object in his car. While the official statements have remained vague, sources suggest that the officers believed the item posed a potential threat. Was it truly dangerous, or was it something innocuous that was misinterpreted? This question has fueled debates online and has left his family desperate for answers. According to fictional interviews with his family, Duarte had been under stress in the weeks leading up to his death. He had reportedly expressed concerns about feeling watched or targeted, but dismissed them as paranoia due to the pressures of being a public figure. His sister, in a fictionalized statement, recalled him saying, "I just want to cook and share happiness with people. I don't want to deal with any threats or danger." This adds a layer of human tragedy, emphasizing that Duarte was a vibrant life cut short. The autopsy report, while factual in the sense that it confirmed he died from gunshot wounds, also raised questions about the timing and number of shots fired. This fictionalized narrative suggests that the officers may have acted hastily or were reacting to a perceived threat that could have been resolved differently. Could more training or a different approach have prevented his death? These questions haunt every recount of that night. Further fictional investigation delves into Duarte's last day. He spent the morning filming a recipe tutorial, interacted with fans online, and spoke about upcoming collaborations. Friends recall that he seemed particularly focused and happy, which contradicts the idea that he was involved in anything dangerous. These details strengthen the argument that his death was entirely unnecessary and preventable. Duarte's last wish, as described by fictional family accounts, was simple. He wanted to continue creating content that made people happy and to connect with his audience. The tragedy lies in the fact that he never got the chance to fulfill these plans. His parents, in emotional interviews, spoke about how they were left with no opportunity to say goodbye properly, and how the entire family is struggling with the sudden, violent nature of his death. As the investigation progressed, fictional elements suggest that Duarte's online presence may have attracted unwanted attention. Some speculate that a rival or a person with ill intentions could have reported a suspicious package in his car, knowingly causing the fatal police intervention. While these are unconfirmed fictional scenarios, they highlight the sense of uncertainty and conspiracy that surrounds his passing. Public reaction has been intense. Fans flooded social media with tributes, expressing disbelief and anger over the circumstances. Many demanded transparency from the police and called for an independent review of the shooting. Theories range from accidental misidentification to deliberate targeting, all pointing to the need for accountability. In a fictional press conference, Duarte's manager stated, "Michael was a kind, creative soul. Nothing he had would have ever caused harm to anyone. We need to know why this happened, and justice must be served." These words encapsulate the confusion and grief felt by those closest to him. The incident has sparked conversations about the use of force, proper assessment of threats, and the importance of clarity in law enforcement actions. The police have maintained that their actions were based on perceived danger, but critics argue that more caution could have prevented the tragedy. This fictional narrative suggests that body cam footage, when fully released, may reveal further insights about the decision-making process that led to Duarte's death. The release of these details could either validate or refute the official statements, but until then, the mystery continues. Duarte's community of followers has taken it upon themselves to honor his legacy. Fans have organized virtual memorials, recreated some of his favorite recipes, and shared personal stories of how his content inspired them. These efforts highlight the impact he had on people's lives, reinforcing that his influence extends far beyond his digital presence. As the story unfolds, fictional investigators explore the broader implications of his death. They consider whether proper protocols were followed, what could have been done differently, and how the incident might shape future law enforcement practices. Duarte's case becomes a cautionary tale, demonstrating the delicate balance between public safety and individual rights. Family members continue to speak out, emphasizing that while Duarte's life was tragically cut short, his spirit and creativity live on. His sister, in a heartfelt fictionalized interview, said, "Michael's laughter, his energy, his passion for food, it's all still with us. We just want the world to remember the joy he brought and to understand that his death should not be in vain." In conclusion, Michael Duarte's death is a complex mix of real events and fictional investigation. While he was tragically shot by police under circumstances that remain partially unclear, the additional fictional elements add layers of inquiry about miscommunication, possible targeting, and the tragic loss of a vibrant young life. His family, friends, and fans are left with grief, unanswered questions, and the determination to seek clarity and justice. Duarte's story is a reminder of the fragility of life, the importance of transparency, and the lasting impact one person can have on a community. It challenges everyone to consider how tragedies like this can be prevented in the future, and how we honor the memory of those taken too soon.